Beautiful people, welcome to another episode of the Ignite Your Purpose Show podcast vlog where we talk daily about longevity. The long haul brothers, the longevity brothers. We talk longevity through a healthy lifestyle. That's step one. That is the mind, the body, the soul trifecta. It's a mix of the mental, spiritual, and physical knowledge. People, there's no quick fix. There's no overnight success. There is no give me a pill and I'm better tomorrow. It doesn't exist. I'm sure everybody's working on it, but if you want that trifecta, that mind, body, soul trifecta, please take a listen. We know what the fuck we're talking about when it comes to some of that stuff. I'm 10 years deep in the game, and this is what we do. Even here, I'm away right now on my month healing retreat, which I do every year, actually twice a year, and I'm working with some badass mofos that are in their 50s, in their 60s, in their 70s. And I'm still aiming to get a six-pack as dope as them. And by the way, I have a pretty damn sexy six-pack. But you know what I'm saying? It's so inspiring. It's for me, it gives me tingles every time I talk about it. And that is this. That is that. Okay. Talking about one of the most amazing experiences I had yesterday. We were with a whole slew of people, the McKenna CrossFit, Breckie Bowls, and Make-A-Wish Foundation. It was Breckie Bowls' second annual anniversary. She's 2 years deep in the game. I'm going to do a whole show on that. How proud I am of her, the amazing ceremony I had. She put on that I was got to be involved. It was the first time I've ever seen like an elder ceremony where, a priest and uncle were doing some sacred blessings, and even talking about it, my eyes will start to water up, man. It was amazing. So I want to talk about that experience today. I showed up early to help. It was an 8:30 start. I showed up at about 7:45, and I ended up talking with a friend of mine who is big into the behind the scenes of the internet jazz, the SEO, the marketing, the Ethereum, the Bitcoin, the websites that we all know near dear, and the big three, which is health, wealth, relationship. Big time baller when it comes to that. And him and I sat down and had an impromptu conversation. I was just telling him, we're trying to get a course marketed. We're working on SEO. I've been learning this stuff for 4 or 6 months now, and I'm just balls deep into it, just learning. And he started giving me some insight on some of the people that he works with, some of the people that are out there, and how I'm going to choose my words very, very carefully here because I don't want it to sound negative. But what this whole talk is about today is the tale of the two sides of us. In the Native American tribes, there's they say every soul has two wolves, the good wolf and the bad wolf. And this is what I experienced yesterday. It was crazy. I took a knee at one point and, started to cry actually, because I don't know if it was too much for my soul to handle. I don't know what the hell happened. It just was what it was. We'll get to that. So him and I started having this amazing conversation, and he's giving me the insights, man. This guy's a whiz. He's been writing code and doing this since, I don't even know, like a young buck, right? So he's been in the game, let's say 10 to 20 years, and I'm 4 to 6 months in, right? So he's telling me, man, how much guys spend a month on the marketing. He's talking about pixels, and he's talking about all this data they can pick up from you, and Google and AdSense and all this stuff. And kind of going back to picking my words carefully, I don't want to say shystily, but how they target and how they market all of us as consumers, all right? And I was taken back at that. It didn't resonate in my soul, because in certain ways, even how we do courses is you get a course, you get you sign up, so now you've got an email address, right? Which is good, because we want to talk to each other. So you're going to get something for free. You're going to get content. You're going to get knowledge. You're going to get some type of value for free. All right. This is my understanding, and this is what we do. All right. And then from that, you're going to try and be upsold in every funnel, which is, you start here and you kind of go deeper and deeper until you get, there might be a course, there might be a book, there might be a recipe, there might be something, that you buy into, a monthly subscription, whatever. And that's fair. If you're providing value and I'm learning something, cool. This is how business is done. I love that. Okay. And then it goes further and further down the line. How this gentleman told me it was done really, really disheartened me. It disheartened me to a point where there was no human correlation. You know, what we do at Ignite Your Purpose, what John and I are trying to do is give you value, because we feel that, you know, when you're healthy, health equals happiness, and then you can do whatever the fuck you want to do in this life, man. There's so much. We're here for a short time. We're here for a purpose. Let's get on with it. And that starts with your health, because if you're in a fog, if you're overweight, if you're eating a shitty diet, you're just not going to be firing on all cylinders all the time. So, in most courses I've either studied from or been a part of or been able to, you know, take those lessons from, are all on the up and up. Now, he was telling me in the big three, the health, wealth, and relationship sites, there's a lot of, and there's a lot of them that are pretty massive on Instagram right now, Facebook, who sell those things, and they own these sites. They don't just own one site. They own numerous sites. They then own the sites that do the reviews. They own the credit card, you know, where you pay. They own that, so they know what you're spending. They know how to target you. And it was just, it felt fake to me, and it felt like a human form of extracting money. There was no love. There was no human interaction. It was just, give me money, give me money, give me money. And I walked away from that conversation. Now, this gentleman is a boss. He's amazing. He's working with some guys, and he brings that value. He says, we're not here just to not be human. He brings that value, which is amazing. So that's why I had a great conversation with him. It did leave me a little bit discombobulated, a little bit sour taste in my mouth. Then we get to this Breckie Bowl ceremony, all right, where there was an elder there doing the chants, and wow, man, I'm already getting, because I'm still on that high and all that. I mean, he was talking a different language. You can see in my eyes, I'm starting to water. Come on, man, get it straight. The words that were coming in out of his mouth were to be here for a purpose. We wake up every morning for a purpose. We were there at that ceremony for a purpose. We are human. The words aloha, the words mahalo, they vibrate a certain thing. And this goes back to my form of Soto Zen training, where we're here to do something, and it is about vibration. It is about positivity. So there comes that tale of two wolves I'm getting back to, right? There's the money, and then there's the spiritual aspect. There's that mind, body, soul trifecta. And without it, I feel that there is no money, that because it is an energy form. And like I said, I took a knee when he got done with his stuff, man. I went over and I was in tears. I had my sunglasses on because it was super sunny. I'll put up a bunch of videos of that as well. But I was bawling, man. I couldn't believe what I just witnessed. The smoke, the words, the wisdom that came out of this gentleman's mouth. And it was through spirit, guaranteed. I'm sure he didn't just, he hadn't written that down. That came through spirit. And it hit my soul so hard. And I knew right then and there that I would not go the other route. I know we have two wolves. There's the good and the bad. And that's all relative to how we look at things. But when it comes down to the simplest form, we are human. We are here, humanity. He talked about commune, a community. And that's my purpose. That's why I'm here. I'm not here to extract money. We can all do that at a 9-to-5 job. We can all do that if we're an entrepreneur. When it comes to this type of stuff, it is to give value. It is to better you as much as it betters me. And on that note, I think I will stop because I'm getting a little off topic into where I want to go somewhere else. So that'll be another show. But people, understand, you are not guaranteed tomorrow. We are here for a purpose, and it is not to extract money. That money comes when we provide that value and that service to others. It is that service to others. This is the human community. Do your best. Forget the rest, beautiful people. That is what Ignite Your Purpose is about. And as always, I thank you for listening. Talk to you soon, which will be tomorrow. I love y'all. Peace, and I am out.